So, the bull case scenario is particularly strong today for L&T. Now, what's happened is that the company has formally put it out that they've exited the Hyderabad Metro Rail for Phase 1 project. Now, a couple of reasons as to what has led to this exit. But, with this exit, now the state government has taken up this project in particular. And this is with a debt amount of around 13,000 crore that we are looking at. Now, with this exit, the state government also, has given L&T an equity investment of around 2,000 crore or so. This was L&T's equity investment share that we are looking at. But what led to this decision? In fact, what we are seeing is that the net loss from this project had widened to about 629 crore. This is as of the FY25 number that we are looking at, which represents about 4% of their overall PAT for 2025. So it was leading to that particular drag. So with this now going away, analysts are seeing it in a better light. In fact, this along with now higher debt also coming off for the picture is a positive that we are seeing. So in fact, there was an interesting note also from GM Financial wherein they're seeing about a 4% of a EPS accretion since this project is no longer in picture. But however, on the bear case scenario, I just want to talk a little bit about the macro side of things that are panning out. Now, in the recent news, we've seen GST rationalization, most of these rate cuts taking in place, which would have some kind of an impact in terms of where the government capex is for this particular year. So with the government capex slowing down, the main question arises, what would lead to the order intake, for a company like L&T for FY26 or 27. So do keep this bear case scenario in mind as well. Coming to the next bull case scenario, if we are seeing, now, if you look at the order inflows that have continued to remain robust for L&T. In fact, the order inflows were about 94,450 crore, up 33% in the first quarter itself. The company boasts an order book exceeding 6 lakh crore. So there's no doubt about, what's the kind of projection in terms of what's happening with the order growth, especially from the international side of business that we are looking at. However, what remains on the bear case scenario is the order execution, especially for large pipeline projects that we are looking at, which has led to some bit of that EBITDA margin compression before. So that's the bear case. Quickly moving on to the last point, it's about the management reiterating the FY26 guidance. This is in terms of revenue, EBITDA, as well as orders that we are seeing. So that remains on a positive. However, Q1 EBITDA and margins did miss estimates in the first quarter. So upcoming quarter's performance remains the key here. So this is the overall bull and bear case scenario that we are seeing for L&T.